Good morning, children. Today we will study about the process of controlling. So in the first video we have studied about the three steps of the process of controlling. In this video we are studying about the fourth step, that is analyzing deviation. In that also first point we have studied, that is critical point of control. Now second we are going to study management by exception or control by exception. So management by exception suggests that if a manager tries to control everything, he will end up in controlling nothing. So management by exception suggests that if a manager wants to control everything, he will not be able to control anything. He will end up controlling nothing. So management should not control everything. Then what he should do? Manager should first handle the deviation which are beyond the specific limit, and he should not waste his time and energy in finding solution of minor deviations. So manager should not waste his time and energy in finding the solution of minor deviation. Then what the manager should do? He should first handle the deviation which are beyond the specific range. So all those deviations which are beyond the specific range should be handled by the manager. A very good example is given. 2% increase in the labor cost is acceptable range of deviation. So 2% increase in the labor cost is acceptable range of deviation. But if the labor cost exceeds beyond 2%, immediate action should be taken. So beyond 2% is a specific range of deviation, while 2% increase or below 2% increase is the minor deviation. So minor deviation should not be cared much, but the major deviation should be handled first. So now what are the advantages of critical point of control and management by exception? First, it saves time and effort of the manager as they deal with the major deviations only. So as the manager deals with the major deviation, it saves his time and also the effort. Second, it is better utilization of managerial talent. So managers can utilize their talent much better if they are following the principles of management by exception and critical point of control. It facilitates delegation of authority and increases morale when routine problems are left to the subordinates. So when the manager is practicing critical point of control and management by exception, then he is delegating the authority to the subordinates. Routine problems, day by day problems are left to the subordinates, while the important problems, critical problems, specific range deviations are dealt by the manager. As a result, the morale of the employees increase. Fourth is timely action helps to keep the organization on the right track. When specific range of deviations are handled first, then the organization is on the right track, moves on the right track, goal is achieved, and as a result the organization gets the benefit. So 4 steps of process of controlling we have studied. Now the 5th step of process of controlling is taking corrective action. This is the final step in which managers take corrective measures to bring back everything on the track of the organization. So this is the last step and the final step which is applied by the manager to take the corrective measures to bring back everything on the track in the organization. That is what the managers do. According to the set plan, corrections are required in KRS, key reserved areas. So the key area, the very important area, corrections are required first, which are critical to the success of the organization. So correction is made in the key areas of the organization first, because these key areas are critical to the success of the organization, and then what happens, the organization achieves its targets, or the manager can handle the deviation which go beyond the permissible limit or which go beyond the specific limit. So if the manager is doing this and taking the corrective actions like this way, then the organization achieves the target on time. Corrective actions may involve training of the employees, hiring labor for extra time, replacement of machinery, etc. So what are the corrective measures which the managers can take? The managers can take the corrective measures like training of the employee, then hiring laborers for extra time, then replacement of machinery and other things he can do as he thinks that this will improve the target, increase the target, improve the target and complete the target on time. Sometimes if deviations cannot be corrected, despite the best effort of the managers, standards may be revised. If the manager is working hard and still he is not able to correct the deviation, then the manager at last should revise the standard or should revise the targets. By this we have completed the controlling chapter. Thank you.